Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Hump Day!
Cowboy throwdown here in H-Town, where we're stronger than a hurricane. From miles around, the best of the best come here to put their tough to the test. Give it all for gold or go home broke when they open up that gate. Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the stars light up the night underneath that Texas sky. Welcome to the show, are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to the show. It's a Houston tradition, 4-H, FFA, and go Texan. And you can bet, son, it's gonna be around a long, long time. When these riders and ropers give it their best, we'll show them how loud the hometown crowd can get. Cause tonight, y'all, we all got a little bit of cowboy deep inside. Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the stars light up the night underneath that Texas sky. Welcome to the show, are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Where the Bayou City streets meet these country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Oh yeah, it's Wednesday night, it's Hump Day. And welcome to the show. This is Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou right here on Tiki Man Radio. We're broadcasting live on Tiki Man Radio, TikiManRadio.com, and the Tiki Man Radio YouTube channel, courtesy of the GTS Charters Live Cam. Of course, our sponsors tonight, as always, the JBL Travel Group, the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio. When planning your next getaway, let the award-winning professionals at JBL take care of you and plan your getaway. And you can give them a call at 732-831-5200. GTS Charters, goaltending services in Key West, Florida. When you're down in Key West and you've seen everything there is to see on Duval Street, make sure you see what there is out on the water. And no better people than Monty and Gypsy at Goaltending Services, GTS Charters and Outfitters. But make sure you check out that Outfitter store before you get out there on the water, because they have everything that you're going to need for your day. Snacks, coffee. You can get your souvenirs, you can get a book to read, you can get just about anything that you need. And
what is it they're saying? From coffee to condoms?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that because I haven't been in the store myself yet.
It's
so
true.
You can get anything and everything you need. And for more information, give them a call at 305-916-0990. And of course, you heard the voice. Now you see the face. Laura Lou is in the house.
Hey, y'all.
How you doing?
I'm good. That's exactly what Gypsy said. So.
All right. Well, if that's what Gypsy said, that's the way it is. So.
I love it, though. It's so funny.
How are you doing tonight?
I am doing well.
We're back to our old routine of that we haven't talked.
I know, right?
It's like old times again.
I know. Well, we've been working at our other stuff.
Yes.
Do have a big announcement about CMA Fest.
You want to do it now or later in the show?
Well, not that announcement. About us.
Oh, about
Our
us.
announcement.
Oh, okay.
So this year we were granted again press passes. So we will be going to CMA Fest again. And just so y'all know, this time we know what we're doing. We're veterans now. So
This is what, our fourth time? Third time.
Third time. So we will be going live during the events. We're going to be all over social media the entire time. So looking forward to that for sure.
Sorry to Uncle Alex, as usual. They only allowed us 2 passes
Yes,
again.
Uncle Alex, I'm so sorry.
We put in for extra because we wanted to be able to take extra people with us this time. And they said,
said 2.
No, 2. 2's all you
know.
get. And we still only got the daytime passes.
Yes.
So we've yet to get to the level where we get to go to over to Nissan Stadium and rub elbows with the big stars. But
I think they know I'd be busy networking.
I think so. But you know what? We have a great time doing what we do, getting to meet all these independent artists and up and comers. So that's all right. I'd rather do that, and that's exactly what we're going to do now.
Absolutely. And we have been getting some requests to do interviews already, and this time we're going to be a little bit more choosy.
Yes.
Not that everybody's not worth it, but last year we did so many that we missed a lot of activities and we weren't able to bring a lot of different things to you guys. So this year we're going to be a little bit more choosy on use our time more wisely, and we are going to be, Lord willing, all over CMA Fest. So
that is the goal.
that is the goal. So
But,
hopefully we'll bring you a little bit of everything.
Yep. Plus, we're going to be doing double duty while we're there.
Yes.
Maybe triple duty. Who knows?
Yeah.
So
It's going to be a busy week for sure. The emails are already coming in, and that's why we haven't been talking. We've been
communicating via email and text messages with other people.
Yeah, with everybody else, not each other. So. But that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. So I'm excited about it. This is my favorite time of year. So
Yep, absolutely.
we got to get back to walking, though, because good Lord, I'm never going to be able to keep up at CMA Fest if we don't.
Oh, you're telling me. I got to get. I'm supposed to be in training. I got to race in 2 weeks. I don't know if I'm ready for that or not. But hey, if you caught the post before the show, you would have caught that a lot of our regular chatters are, on some escape to paradise and some exotic location.
Yeah.
So if you've always wanted to get on the Tiki Man Radio YouTube channel and jump in the live chat and say hello and become a part of the show, tonight is the night because I think we're going to be a little light on the chat. So
Yeah.
but
We do have a couple people.
we do
in
have a
there
couple
already.
people chimed in. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So but tonight it's your night. It is your night. Do no sense in putting it off any longer. Come over to the Tiki Man Radio YouTube channel and jump in the live chat and just become a part of the show. Say hey, so we can say hey back. And because if you're part of the conversation, and you a lot of times direct where the conversation is going to go and how far off the rails it goes. So if we don't have anybody running us off the rails, God, I don't know what we're going to do because I don't know if I can drive straight.
Well, Mo is already trying to drive us off the rails, and she's not even here.
Oh, is that
she's
right?
on vacation too.
Yes, she is.
But we will talk about that for sure. I need more Mountain Dew before we start talking about that.
Well, I do see that we have the Mr. McCool himself chimed in
sir.
saying hello from the left coast. Of course, that is
Yes.
Mr. McCool with Mr. McCool and the student crew surfs up Tiki Man Radio's mentorship of the students at Antioch High School, and they should be just about done with school, I would think.
Yeah, I would think so. We also want to give a big shout out to some of our listeners who chimed in to tell us to have a great show. Some of our regulars in the YouTube chat, they are on their way to that escape to paradise, and
we're not jealous one bit.
No.
Insert sarcasm.
Yeah.
Not a sargasm.
That is Mo right there. So, hello to Ms. Verona Corona.
Hello to Verona.
Also want to say hello to Mo. She is out there tonight, and she said, "Don't forget that sarcasm is a wonderful talking point." So, then Miss Michelle Myers, the ambassador, she's going to try to chime in a little while, at least for a couple minutes.
Of course, hello to the bodyguard himself.
That's right. Also want to give a big shout out to the JoJos.
The JoJos!
So hello, guys. Also Felicia and Ed Kubiak. Hello to you guys.
There are a couple that conductors on that peace train.
Moni is out there tonight, so hello to you.
And vacuum cleaner Tom.
And Z and G, hello guys, we miss you.
Z&G from Memphis, Tennessee.
Mr. Graham Andrews is out there.
Well, hello to Graham and Nicole. Can't forget about her.
Also Josh Clark. So,
hey, Josh.
Josh, did you see what I put on his Facebook the other day?
He
said
not.
something that sounded so much like you. I'm like, I swear you two are related.
He is my brother from another mother.
He really is.
If I was to have one, he is it.
Right? And our buddy Daniel James, singer-songwriter extraordinaire. Hello to you.
Hello.
Also, Claudia Golden. Hello to you.
Well, hello
to Mr.
the Golden Girl. And a shout out to Golden, who is still on the mend.
Yeah. Hope you're feeling better, baby. Hello to Mr. Harold Booth.
Yeah, of course, Bushwhacker University himself.
I just saw that T-shirt yesterday. I was like, I need to wear that. And Mr. Mark Mulch. He is a busy guy.
Singer-songwriter. I tell you, I was chatting with him a little earlier today.
Yeah?
So he is a busy guy.
He really is. Miss Mary Jane and Kevin Look. The Looks
Hey,
are
guys.
right there. Hi, guys. Let me see. Tammy Creech. Hello to you.
Well, hello there.
Let me see. Ileana Diaz. Hello to you. And then Angela Gentry.
Well,
and
hello.
Rainier Hofstadter. Hello to you.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, and I also want to give a big shout out to Donna Cummings. Donna and Bob, they're also on that Escape to Paradise.
And hello to the Panther.
Yes.
Wherever you may be.
The Panther's probably at the Doggy Hotel. And Callie says they go to school until June 10th.
Yuck.
Wow.
We are counting down. Our students have 7 more days. 7 more days. And, however, our 5th grade, they are done.
Oh, they're getting ready to do the thing.
Monday is their final day at school.
Wow.
And then they will graduate on Tuesday.
Wow.
So, for those of us who are in elementary schools, 5th grade graduation is a big deal. At least I never knew it was until I came to the South. And when I tell you it's a big deal, they have a legit graduation ceremony off-site from the school. Mm-hmm. They all walk into to the graduation music and all of that, and 500 people attending a 5th grade graduation ceremony. It is a big deal. I never knew it until I came down here.
People down here
It is a big deal.
The 5th grade, the 8th grade. By the time they graduate high school, they've already graduated twice.
Well,
3 times.
We have pre-K graduation coming up.
Oh, Lord.
Then we have the 5th grade graduation coming up as far as our school. And then we also have what they call the step up. So we have the step up day where they all take and move up into their next grade coming up for the next year.
I remember doing that in middle school.
So yeah, they do it in elementary school down here. So it is a busy week. Yesterday was I call it the day from hell. See, they always have a fun day. And fun day is like they rent these big inflatable slides and obstacle courses and everything like that, okay? Mm-hmm. Well, it was raining. So they set them up indoors. So in our cafeteria, in our gymnasium, we have all these huge blow-ups. And those fans aren't quiet. So imagine having 700 students and all these blow-ups and these kids screaming and going up and down the slide. Yeah, that's what I referred to as the day from hell yesterday.
Yeah, that's awful.
But the kids had a fantastic time. They are counting down. They've checked out. They really.
Oh, I'm sure.
They're ready for school to be over. The teachers are ready for school to be over, and so that is just where it's at. However, I did get some good news today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because, normally I have to go back. See, our last day isn't until like the 29th of May. But I forgot Memorial Day's in there. So
yeah,
I get an extra day right there. So that shortens the amount of time we got to go to work. And originally we were slotted to go back to work July 16th. And they pushed it back to the 21st. So got a couple extra free days off before we got to go back to work. So
nice.
That's how that all works out.
Well, whenever you have to go after the kids are not there, does it really work still?
Oh, it is.
Just hanging out at school?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not just hanging out. There's work to be had.
Ah, okay.
Right up till the day we walk out.
You're one of 2 or 3 guys in the whole school, so you usually get recruited to start helping teachers move boxes and things like that too.
I become a pack mule.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I was trying to say it a little nicer than that.
No, I become a pack mule. I'm lugging boxes and dragging furniture and doing anything and everything. And I'm the one guy in the school where they all come to and go, you got a screwdriver? You got a pair of pliers? Yes, I have a toolkit. And then, because they don't want to wait on maintenance, because
Right.
God knows
That
maintenance
could
is
be a
going to
while.
get there.
Yeah.
So the little things I end up fixing, and I'm a jack of all trades.
Well, your maintenance guys go from school to school,
Yes.
right? You don't have any
Yes.
dedicated to your school,
Yes.
so they do have to wait a while for them to make their way around.
Yeah, and for those of you that you kind of unfamiliar with our area here, because it was kind of new when we moved here.
Yeah.
We wasn't used to it. It's a county-wide school district, so all the city schools, all the county, it's all one giant school district, and we have
And it is giant.
and we have like 52 elementary schools. I mean, and you're like 40 some middle schools. It's a it's a huge district. So, and you have a handful of maintenance guys who are spread that thin. Or ain't like they have their own individual buildings. These guys are all over the place. I know our locksmith, poor guy, if doorknob breaks, there's 2 for the entire district. So those guys run like the dickens. So shout out to them. Don't want to knock on maintenance guys because they are hard working.
Yeah.
It's just they have a lot to do.
Yeah,
They really do.
I can't imagine. But
so-
and they need more. I mean,
Well,
really.
we won't go there.
I'm just saying. And Mr. Callie McCool, thank you so much. He pointed out that our Tropical Country Facebook page has 1.3 thousand members.
Wow.
So thank you so much. I didn't realize we had gone up to the 0.3K.
No, I did not.
So thank you for that, everybody. And if you would, go ahead and share our Facebook page, Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou on Tiki Man Radio. Share that page and tell your friends to follow along.
I'm not going to lie. Lou started taking care of the page, and I just kind of drifted, and because I was doing
You
it.
gotta
And
warn
then,
a girl.
And then I've been wrapped up in TikTok.
No.
So,
That's why we don't talk.
So, and I'll be honest with
I
you.
look over and I see the top of his head.
And I'll be honest with you. This is the thing I was thinking about the other day. How he was always on Facebook, always on Facebook is. I'm hardly ever on Facebook anymore. And people are like, "Hey, I sent you a message on Facebook." Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So I got to look at it. And for those of you out there that may have seen, going, "Hey," they noticed a new Instagram account with my name. It is me, because what I had done previously was I was done with Instagram. I was done with everything, and I deleted my previous account. Didn't suspend it. I deleted it, like gone. And then I started catching hell going, why aren't you on Instagram? Why aren't you on Instagram? So
That's what all the kids are doing these days.
So now I got Instagram back, but I'm literally starting all over from scratch. So if you've seen that on there, it is me. It's not a counterfeit. it is, but listed as a party dog DJ. That is me. So, but I'm starting over with that. And,
Well, okay then.
but I do spend most of my time on the TikTok.
Yes,
So,
you do.
trying to scratch a dime over there, and not doing a very good job at it either.
Well, listen.
I can't get past that algorithm. So
It'll be all
and
right.
AI already yelled at me. I got a violation the other day.
Oh, Lord.
I know. It's just what's happened. But hey, we're gonna have a great show. We got a bunch of new music and some music that you may have never heard before, or something that you just haven't heard that much. But if you remember right, we had Mr. Danny Spiro in studio here with Kirsty Krause, and he sang his song "Love Songs Lately." And
Such a good song.
well, we finally got the recorded version to us, and so let's kick off the show with Danny Spiro, "Love Song Lately."
I was a 12-inch vinyl Rolling Stone with a hard rock heart. I was a sucker for a Cobain tone and a cranked up electric guitar. Then I met you, the next thing I knew, you got me changing my tune. Now all I listen to are love songs lately. I turn them on, they make me wanna call you baby, and think of dancing with you slow. Take every chance I know, spinning out of control. Girl, you're making me crazy. I'm falling for you. Some words I never knew. All I listen to are love songs lately. Who would have thought that a guy like me would be tearing up to Lady in Red? Between always on my mind, or wonderful tonight, baby, I couldn't tell you who said it best. I guess that they knew somebody like you when they picked up the pen. 3 words ain't the truth, 'cause all I listen to are love songs lately. I turn them on, they make me wanna call you baby, and think of dancing with you slow. Take every chance I know, spinning out of control. Girl, you're making me crazy. I'm falling for you. Some words I never knew. All I listen to are love songs lately. That's right. Baby, you laying here is music to my ears. Now all I listen to are love songs lately. I turn them on, they make me wanna call you baby, and think of dancing with you slow. Taking every chance I know, spinning out of control. Girl, you're making me crazy. I'm falling for you. Some words I never knew. All I listen to are love songs lately. Falling for you all day and the whole night through. Now all I listen to are love songs lately.
What's up, guys? This is Kirsty Krause coming in from Nashville, Tennessee. You are listening to Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou right here on Tiki Man Radio.
Blue jean baby with a flannel crop, rhinestone boots hurting when I walk. Always been a country girl in my heart, but the big city where I got my start. I love a good time, I just can't help it. Love the spotlight, too a little selfish. I love breaking all the rules, I'm a little hell-bent. Always do the opposite of what they tell me. Tell me I should act the part. I'm an American girl and I'll be who I want. I'm a little bit country with a whole lot of soul. And I've been riding through the city acting like I'm on and
California swag from Mr. Callie McCool out there. That is Chanel West Coast.
I love
of course, any of you that watched MTV back in the day, remember the TV show Ridiculousness? She would have been the blonde sidekick on the show. She always just used to sit there and add comment every once in a while and just smile.
One of the kids used to watch that show.
Alicia used to be. Yes, she was watching it. You know, for those of you who don't know what Ridiculousness was, it was basically America's Home Funny videos. But you ever see those videos where people always get hurt?
Yes.
Those were the videos.
Oh.
Not necessarily funny, but these were always the videos.
Those were the guys doing like the bike tricks, coming down the railing.
Yeah, or
you're trying to jump the.
Yeah, been doing all kinds of tricks, and then they would just the epic fails as they used to be called. That the host. Rob Dyrdek hosted that, and Chanel West Coast was a co-anchor on there and said on there. But she's not the blonde anymore. She's more of an amber color these days, and apparently she's a little bit country.
Nice.
So
she's got a nice voice.
I was shocked when I first seen her first talked about when she was releasing a country single.
Yeah.
I was just like, no, this has to be a joke. But then I'm like, well, nowadays anybody can release a country single.
Well,
so I wasn't sure what to expect. And then once I heard it and I saw the video for it, I'm like, you know, when you think about it, it's actually a pretty good line dancing song. So
yeah,
I can see that kind of taking off in the clubs, and I can see it getting requested out on the dance floors. For
sure.
So we would just have to see.
For sure.
So
I like it.
Yeah, me too.
I actually had gotten a couple things from on Instagram that I just happened to be looking at. I actually opened it up whenever you said Instagram.
Talking about Instagram.
It's been a long time.
It has been.
And we've got a Tropical Country Instagram.
Yeah.
I never remembered to put anything on it, but we have one. So I need to do that. What is it, that business thing that I used to do for Matt where I post one thing and it goes everywhere?
Yeah.
I need to do that again.
Yeah, Facebook has that.
Yeah, but when I tried to do it on Facebook, I think Facebook's smarter than me because it messed everything up. Like I had to completely get rid of it.
Well,
off my phone.
I'm not going to lie. I tried to utilize the business suite.
Yes, I think I'm an admin on too many things.
Yeah, well, what happens is we're connected. Everything that we have is connected with Tiki Man Radio.
Yeah.
So even if you want to, you go over it. Yeah, it just makes it look like Tiki Man Radio is doing everything.
Yeah, and then
it overwhelms Danny's schedule.
Yes.
So we don't want to do that.
No.
So because he keeps up very well with his schedule and has the postings and especially for the sponsors and stuff coming out regular times.
Sure.
So we don't want to mess with that at all. So we'll figure it out one way or another to get back in the swing of things, and hopefully once I have a little free time on my hands, which I don't see how that's going to happen, but we can get
hopefully this summer.
Hopefully we can get updated with some new videos and some new photos and some new commercials and shout outs and all of that. So, but I'll tell you what, the month of June is going to be busy.
You're going to be crazy busy.
Because we started all out right off the first week. We're starting out with, CMA Fest. And then somewhere along there, I have another trip I got to make down south. Then I got a trip up north. and then somewhere along the line, I don't know, we're going to take a vacation.
We are?
Well, we had talked about it.
Oh, okay.
Let's just put it that way. That we had talked about taking a vacation, taking a break, just to breathe.
We talk about that every summer.
So, getting those extra couple days in July, I have a feeling that's just going to fill up because I'm going to work it. So.
Yeah.
So, and then amongst all of it, we're going to have to try to do shows on Wednesday night.
Of course.
I ain't going to lie. There may be a week that we don't have a show this summer, just so we can take that opportunity and do like the Tiki Man, the Hippie Chick, and everybody else is doing, to where we can just take off, get away, and just try to collect ourselves. So that may be coming up sometime in June. Probably, it'd definitely be after CMA Fest, and when we just need to collect our thoughts and
Yeah.
so
for sure.
coming up. So maybe when we take our trip up north. So because we're gonna go see family. We've been up there to see family since what? Thanksgiving.
Well,
No,
we
it was
were up there for the wedding.
We was up there for the wedding.
No,
No.
we weren't.
Oh.
They were down here for the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Some of family, not everybody.
I'm trying to think when the last time we was up north.
Oh Lord, might have been around Thanksgiving.
I was thinking it was right around Thanksgiving that we were up there, close to it anyway.
Well, we were up there for a minute, literally a minute. Whenever John and Allie moved up there,
Yeah.
we literally dropped off their stuff,
that-
took a nap, and came home.
That literally may have been. I remember the last time I was up there, actually, for an extended period of time.
Last summer.
No, it was in the winter, because you stayed home and I was by myself. Because I remember I was cold as heck, taking my runs every day.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
I mean, it was cold.
that's right.
So I did make a trip up there during the winter time. It may have been around December, close to November, December area. So
Yeah.
it's been a minute since we've been back up north, and
It has.
because snow was on the ground when we moved the kids.
Yep,
So yeah,
that's right. Yeah,
yeah. So time to get up there doing some warm weather and see everybody and
absolutely.
see what's going on.
Yep.
But yeah.
Well, I want to say hello to, I believe it's Ken. Country Music Social Media says hello from the UK.
Well, hello.
They are some late night folks over
I
there.
tell you
and I
what,
love it.
we appreciate you tuning in and chatting with us.
And thank you for sending us some wonderful artists and some good music in our email as well. It's nice to learn about new artists and to be introduced to those artists all the time. So we love it. Callie says, B-Dawg, take some time off. You need it.
I will eventually. I will. I forgot even before we even get to CMA Fest. I forgot. I have a 7-mile road race I have to do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I forgot all about that. I mentioned I was in training, and I forgot what I was in training for.
Now, which one is this? Is this the one
This is actually sponsored by Little Debbie.
Oh, that's right.
The Little Debbie 7-miler.
Yes.
And it is to support the local VFW and the local Veterans Memorial, which we have a beautiful Veterans Memorial here close by.
Yes, it is so cool over there. One of my favorite places to go now.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because we lived here for a year. We lived over in Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
Probably we were down in Tennessee for a good 5 years. And we would drive past that Veterans Park.
Didn't know how to get to
and
it.
never knew how to get, because on the main road, it's just like,
It sits out in the middle of looks like in the middle of a field.
and we never knew how to get to it. And then one day, you went over there to walk, and you're like, hey, found the monument. So,
It's right along the walking trail.
yeah, so
You just got to get on the trail.
we would see people walking around it and looking at things, and we're like, I don't know how to get over there where they're at. But yeah, so you found it, and now we.
You just have to be willing to walk about half a mile
Yeah, but it is.
to get to it.
It's such a cool place, and they have like sculptures, and of course there's a big tank there, and that's one of the things that we were doing last summer that I would like to do again this summer. Is every once in a while we would take off to a new veterans park. We found one down in Mobile,
Yes.
and then of course we found this one at home, and I mean, we've been to several now, and I think it's really cool to go see those different places.
Yeah, for a small community that we actually live in, and believe it or not, we actually do live in.
In comparison.
In comparison, I mean, it's big compared to where we came from.
Yeah.
But in comparison to the area in which we live in a relatively small area. And the Veterans Park here is just absolutely amazing. There's not too many places that you'll go where you see a full-size tank, you see a full-size Cobra helicopter, and a full-size Vietnam-era fighter jet.
Up in the air.
Up there, up in the air, and you can just stand there and look at them. I mean, they have quite the impressive display that they've managed to put together for relatively a small town.
And I love that one of the things, and I haven't seen this at a lot of the veterans parks, but that you've taken me to, but there's a sculpture and it highlights paramedics.
Yes.
What the paramedics were doing. And so I think that was really, really cool.
There's also one that recognizes the nurses as well over there.
There is?
There is. You didn't notice that one.
No, I didn't. I noticed the paramedic one because of you, but I did not notice the
There's
nurse.
one over there that recognizes the nurses who served in the military.
That is awesome. Callie says, ask B-Dawg to check out Rugged Maniac.
Okay.
It's 3 miles and a bunch of obstacles, even a wall climb. He said he thinks you would like it.
Yeah, that's about as crazy as the other guy who looked at me and said, so are you interested in going and doing a triathlon?
Oh, yeah.
And I laughed. I'm like, no.
But
no,
here's the thing.
We're not doing no
Everything-
triathlon. No,
But
no.
if you would set your mind to it, you could do it because everything, you are one of those, I think it's a Marine Corps thing, or maybe it's a military thing. My brother's the same way, who was in the Marines. So you all just say, I'm going to do that. And poof, you bust your butt and you do it. There's like no, and so I think if you said, I'm going to do a triathlon and you made up your mind, then you would do it. I have no doubt. The next triathlon, you'd be ready.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, because you say no. But I'm saying
I
you
say
said
no.
no to the half marathon too until you got it in your head that you could do it.
I say no because I can't afford to bicycle for that portion of the Declan race. Have you seen the bicycles that they use on this thing?
Yes.
I couldn't afford
Thousands of dollars.
I couldn't afford the bicycle. And then when I think about it, I'm like, when Fat Boy goes swimming, Fat Boy goes and floats. I'm not going to swim the current of the river for how far, 400 meters or wherever the distance is that you got to swim. Fat Boy ain't doing it. Fat Boy, float. I
Well-
float with a drink in hand. That's what I do when I get in the water. There ain't no more of this front stroke, back stroke. No.
Yeah. I know. Every time they talk about the pool opening for the summer, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go start swimming laps because I love to swim and it's a great exercise. No, I end up going over there and floating.
Yeah. And also, what Callie's talking about, you're talking about obstacles.
Yes.
I haven't done obstacles since I was 20 years old and I was in the military. Now, I'm kidding you not, I hurt myself getting up to go answer the telephone, okay? No obstacles. I will hurt something. That's how people like me, break a hip. No. I literally tore both my calf muscles trying to race a 5th grader. So
Yes, that is true.
So I got to take it easy. That's why I walk.
Yeah, but your walking is not walking. I'm just going to say.
It is. It's
No.
walking. It's just not walking like you walk.
My little legs just can't keep up, man.
Yeah, well,
Oh, Callie you did a triathlon?
Oh, how cool is
He
that?
said no swimming or bicycles involved.
Oh.
And he would love to do one with you. So there's your invite.
See, the one that the guy was talking to me, it involved started out with a swim.
You had to swim across the Tennessee
Swim
River.
across the Tennessee River. Then you get out.
Across and up, right?
You crossed and up. It was
Yeah.
like 400 meters or however far that is. And he said, it's a quick swim. Then a 13-mile bike ride finished off by a 10K
Yeah.
is what this thing that he was talking to was. And I'm like, no, thank you. So,
He said it always ends with a beer, so it's okay.
well,
I'd need a few.
I have been missing out on that said beers because I haven't got those.
Listen, you
find them on the race route. I missed
did.
them.
I did when we did the St. Jude's. About halfway through, we were running and some guys some random guys on the side of the road had a table set up and had little cups of beer, and they started hollering, "You want a drink?" And we said, "Sure." So I did. Michelle and I both drank that cup real quick and threw the cup away. And then just as we started running, the next table down, there was another guy holding a cup and said, "Here, you want this?" And we said, "Sure." And we tipped it back real quick and found out very quickly it was Fireball. And it was not nearly as good as the beer, but
Yeah, you guys.
you missed it all.
Of course, you guys are out there drinking, and I'm standing at the finish line going, "Where the heck are they?"
We had things to do.
I wasn't that far in front of them, was I? Man, I've gotten fast. No, it was because somebody was stopped at the bar on the way. I swear.
You know, you can't turn down a free beer. Just saying.
It's impolite. Mama said it'd be impolite, so you can't,
That's right.
you can't turn down a beer.
That's right. Callie said, all you got to do is get chased out by Crocs or moccasins, and you would set a record.
See, that prevents me from even getting in.
Did you see? I think I sent it to you the other day. It was this huge snake in a river. I don't remember where it was at. Australia, maybe? But it was huge. Like, probably 3-4 feet around.
Well, you know, I'm just going to say, you know, getting into the river anymore, you're taking your life into your own hands. Because south of us, some guys swear that they videoed a shark in the lake.
Yeah, but we debunked that.
Well, we're pretty sure we did, but there are such a thing as freshwater sharks, I was told. Okay.
Hell no.
And north of us, they've spotted alligators.
Yes, that is true.
So sharks to the south, alligators to the north.
Yeah.
That sounds like a song.
There you go.
So nonetheless, you hop in the Tennessee River, you are taking your life in your
That's
own
why I don't go to our aquarium. I've heard that we have one of the nicest aquariums on this side of the Mississippi River. And that's why I did not spend a whole lot of time. I guess apparently I was at the aquarium at some point, because I remember now eating and watching the stingrays. But I did not spend a whole lot of time looking at all of the fish, because they say that those are the fish from our river system, and I don't want to know what's in there. I can't see it. It stays down at the bottom. I don't want to know.
You know, yes, there are things with teeth in that river.
That's what Alicia said. That's why she won't swim in our river anymore, or our lake.
But it's okay, because when we go swimming and all that, we're in the bay. And they stay along the main channel. They don't come out to the bay.
Well, let's hope not. That's what I keep telling myself.
Yeah, they don't go into the bay. They stay in that main channel.
Right.
You know, because that's where the current is. You know, and that's where they want to go, is up and down. They don't want to go
tell
play
yourself.
around in there.
Yep.
Hey, you know, here's what it is.
That's what we say.
All I know is, I'm not going to go swim 400 meters across the Tennessee River.
No.
So, hey, have brand new music from Jake Worthington. If you remember, we've played him several times.
Yeah.
And he's got a new one, and it's called It Ain't the Whiskey. The whiskey wouldn't make me go swim the river either.
Last night we headed home about 9:45. I guess I swerved just a little where the road didn't bend. I didn't see the law, but the law saw me. I heard I represent the state of Tennessee. He said he must be buzzing on something. Son, I said I am, but it ain't what you're thinking of. It ain't the whiskey that gets me looking like I'm out of my mind. When she kissed me, it hit me harder than some hillbilly shine. If you're thinking I've been drinking, there's a little bitty reason that I'm speaking just a little tongue-tied. It ain't the whiskey, it's the woman by my side. that's close enough. I'm arresting you. I'm defeated by a single word I said till she flashed him her smile and his face turned red. It ain't the whiskey that gets me, looking like I'm out of my mind. When she kissed me, it hit me harder than some hillbilly shine. If you're thinking I've been drinking, there's a little bitty reason that I'm speaking just a little tongue-tied. It ain't the whiskey, it's the woman by my side. Every time I get her with me, don't you make me try to walk a straight line. It ain't the whiskey, it's the woman by my side. Lord, it ain't the whiskey, it's the woman by my side.
Manalo, you're listening to Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou on Tiki Man Radio.
Hey Tiki folks, this is Rick the Stick, and I do my show from 5 to 7 Eastern Island Time every Sunday evening, and it's sponsored by JBL Travel Group. The show is called It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere on the Road. When I'm not doing my show, I keep my one good eye on the road and my two good ears tuned in to Tiki Man Radio. Hey, what could possibly go wrong?
Me and my best friend Clay. Two girls at the bar turned around and started smiling, looking our way. Then Clay said, mine is about as fine as a frog here split 3 ways. Ah, but yours, my friend, I must admit, is a bit of a butterface. So won't you take one, won't you take one for the team? She ain't just right, but in this life, she ain't the worst I've ever seen. I hate to say, but when it's getting late and the pickings get a little lame, somebody's gotta take one for the team. I said, now hang on, boy, why is it your choice as to who winds up with who? Last time you picked, I got that chick about as ugly as a bowling shoe. I'm a little scared, still have nightmares from the last time I got burned. Kinda traumatized, and it just seems like it ought to be your turn. So won't you take one for the team? She ain't just right, but in this life, she ain't the worst I've ever seen. I hate to say, but when it's getting late and the pickings get a little lame, somebody's gotta take one for the team. Now it's closing time and the girls are fighting, and both of them are pointing my way. I was feeling cocky, but it really rocked me when I heard the pretty one say, won't you take one for the team? He ain't just right, but in this line, he ain't the worst I've ever seen. I hate to say, but when it's getting late and the pickings get a little lame, somebody's gotta take one for the team. So won't you take one for the team?
If you you got a buddy who's always telling you need to take one for the team, you need to get a new buddy. I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
That is a brand new music from Chancey Williams. I thought it was kind of comical.
Listen, I've been asked to take one for the team before. It ain't happening. Just saying.
Well, you know, it happens to everybody.
That's right. Well, hey, you know, we've talked all the time about the Bluebird Cafe.
We have.
And how much we would love to, how that's on our bucket list, right? Mm-hmm. So they just posted earlier today that the Bluebird Cafe's 43rd birthday is going to be celebrated at the kickoff to CMA Fest.
Oh, wow.
And so they are bringing the magic of the Bluebird back to Broadway, and they are going to partner up with Friends in Low Places Bar and Honky Tonk during CMA week to present exclusive songwriter shows in the heart of downtown Nashville.
Wow.
So not in the building, but it will be the Bluebird. So tickets go on sale Friday, May 16th at 8 a.m.
That'll be a
Central.
hard place to get close to.
Right. It really will.
During CMA Fest, everything is hard to get to, but you just got to wean your way through the traffic. But
That's right.
The nice thing is, though, during CMA Fest, is that everything is so spread out.
Yes.
You know, in different areas that you don't have that large. I mean, you have a congestion of people, but it's not like you always see where everybody is just so congested and it's on Broadway only, where you know there's shoulder to shoulder. It's spread over several blocks up and down.
Believe it or not, it's less packed than a Friday night. Yeah.
So, you know, we don't think it's too bad. I mean, we've taken video of us walking around, and you know, it wasn't that bad. You know, of course, it was early.
It gets busier as the night goes on.
As the night goes on, but you know, as the night goes on, though, people start making their way over toward Nissan Stadium, so it starts to thin out, and you can still get into the bars, and that's a good time to hit the bars.
Listen, this year, do not let me go home before night. Every night, every year. So every year I say, I'm going to stay up. We're going to stay in town until after the Nissan Stadium show starts, because that's when everybody starts showing up at their bars, like Lainey Wilson, Luke Bryan, what Jelly Roll was downtown, and we missed Bon Jovi was downtown, and we missed them all by like 10-15 minutes because
Bon Jovi was your own fault, because if you would have just sat down and took a load off and had a drink like I tried to get you to do,
and I wanted to go home,
you would have met him, because it was 15 minutes after we left that he walked in.
Yep.
So I'm like, see, you could have been sitting there, and we had a table open right next to the stage.
I know.
And you didn't
rub it in.
You didn't want to take it.
I know.
Because you know, sometimes God forbid if you listen to me once in a while.
I know. But you know, when you're just done peopling, and I was done peopling.
Yes.
But this year, even if I'm done peopling, I'm going to find me a corner to sit in, and I'm just going to stay there for a little while.
Okay.
So don't let me go home early all the time. Because we get home, here's what happens. We leave, we get back to the car, and we thank the Lord that we're at the car because our feet are hurting and our backs are hurting and we're tired. And we drive to where we're staying.
And we are in bed by 9:30.
And we're in bed by 9 or 9:30. And I get in bed, and then I start scrolling through CMA Fest stuff. And I start seeing all these people posting about all these stars that they just ran into after we left. So I'm going to try really hard not to do that this year.
Pace yourself.
Yeah, I need to pace myself.
Like I said, last year we did, hold on there. We did 14 interviews within the course of, 3 days?
Yeah, we're not doing that again.
And it was a lot.
Yeah.
And the point of, we didn't even get all the video through, and I feel bad about that because we didn't get all the video through.
I know, I feel
bad
too.
And then here was the deal. We was planning on putting a highlight video together where you would have had it all, but here's a problem, is when all your stuff disappears in Dropbox. Just poof, gone. It's like, Oh my God! Because of course you got to save, get all this on your phone. So as soon as you put it in the Dropbox, I got it in the Dropbox. That's cool.
Yep.
Delete it off your phone because I need to save the space on my phone. And next thing you know, out of Dropbox, it just poof.
Oh, I was
gone.
so sick.
So all that video and everything of interviews.
I was so sick.
Was gone from last year.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we didn't get to put the video together that we really wanted to.
Yeah. We are this year, though.
This year, we're going to
I have a plan.
We're going to do a backup. I don't know what.
Yeah, yeah.
So we got between Dropbox and Google Drive. I think we can be able to save them. And like, I got a drive, you got a drive, and then we got the Dropbox. I think between those 3 locations, we got our plan, we got a backup, and we got a third backup.
Yep.
So hopefully we can do that this year, and won't have to worry about losing all of our valuable video footage because there was pictures we were going to take off of there too, and so we had other pictures, and we lost those as well.
Yeah, it was just sickening, but this year will be better.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you, so the pictures, and I see Callie pointed it out too. You must have seen the same ones I did. The Escape to Paradise 2025 pictures are starting to roll in. Everybody is there, and they have started posting. Danny posted a picture saying we are all here. So
yes, the plan was tonight.
It is official.
The plan for tonight was I was told that during the show they were actually going to be having their arrival dinner. All of them. They had a cocktail hour and arrival dinner, so they were all going to get together for a nice dinner before tomorrow they break apart and they go all their different directions on their excursions or whatever it is that they plan. I know the Tiki Man plans on sitting in a people for like 5 days. So I'm going to tell you what.
P-bar.
Not the P-bar. I'm going to tell you what. I am so proud of the Tiki Man for, he hadn't drank a drop since New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And trust me, that's the longest since I've known that man, that he hadn't had anything, especially when we was in Panama City.
Yeah.
He didn't drink a drop, and here we go. And he's falling off the wagon for the Escape to Paradise.
He's jumping off the wagon.
He's jumping off that wagon into the people to sit at a bar, and he's been looking forward to it. So
yes.
But I'm very proud of him because that takes some doing right there, some willpower to not have anything. So
yeah, for real.
And on top of that, he quit smoking.
I know.
So
look at us getting all healthy.
I know. What the heck happened?
And none of us coordinated it.
No.
We didn't know that they were, or that he was stopping, and he didn't know that we were trying to stop. And
well,
so
I will tell you one thing, because there's one little anniversary that stopped by that I didn't even mention.
Okay.
Because, I started my workout plan in June last year. June 1st, whenever that's when I started doing the walking and everything. But there was something I had done about 3 weeks prior. Well, actually, about a year prior to all of that. And it was right when I had gotten my cancer diagnosis.
Yes.
Is that I gave up all tobacco. My chewing tobacco, I quit smoking. And do you realize that it has been, you ready for this? 3 years.
Really?
Yes. It has been 3 years.
Well, I'm proud of you.
So, because we've been here a year and a half, and this was in our, we was over at the other place that we was at. So,
that's true, yeah.
So,
I didn't realize it had been that long.
So, okay. Yeah, two and a half. I'm sorry. 2.5 years. It's been 2.5 years. I'm sorry.
But still, that's a long time.
Since I've had any kind of tobacco. So
that's awesome.
So now, you want me to quit drinking? I could do it, but I don't wanna.
Yeah. I don't drink nearly as often as I used to.
No, I don't either. As we say, when we go to the doctor, like, do you drink? Like, socially.
Yeah.
Well, how often is socially? That depends.
Depends on what's going on.
It depends if I'm going to the tiki bar or not. Now, when I was at the tiki bar 3 days a week,
yeah,
every week, yeah, it was more frequently. But
Right.
We don't hang at the tiki bar as much anymore, so I'm more inclined to behave myself. So now my only addiction is gummy bears, and not the good kind either.
No.
So
No, not the good gummies.
Before you ask, not the good kind of gummy bears either. So,
Well, hello to Mr. Ed Kubiak. He just chimed in. He said they're out there listening.
hello to the Kubiaks. Of course, they are a couple of them conductors on that peace train every Monday night right here on Tiki Man Radio.
That's right. It's nice to see you.
Yeah.
Welcome to our crazy, crazy night.
Yeah. Now, this week, we do not have a brand new JBL Travel Minute because, well,
He's traveling.
he's traveling. And he's on Escape to Paradise as well. And taking a brief break, getting everybody settled. I can't even say he's taking a break because he's down there getting everybody settled, making sure everything is taken care of and everything is perfect for the Tiki Man Radio Escape to Paradise. But I figured this would be a good opportunity to kind of go back and learn a little bit about what does JBL Travel do.
And now, Tiki Man Radio is proud to present the JBL Legends Travel Moment with Joe Leo. Take it away, Joe.
Good morning, everybody. It's Joe Leo here at the JBL Travel Group with this week's Travel Minute. And today I just want to talk about, seems to be a little confusion about the types of things that we do here at the JBL Travel Group. First of all, we specialize in all-inclusive resorts and cruises. We also do some trips to Europe and escorted tours, but our main focus is cruises and all-inclusive resorts. We specialize in individual vacation packages, but our main specialty is group vacations. And as many of you know that, I work with the group called the Jukebox Legends. We're performers here at the Jersey Shore, and we have been performing on cruise ships for over about 12 years now. So one of the things that I've done for a lot of local musicians is put together cruise packages where they can go and perform on the ship, whether it's a private cocktail party or at a public function. So if you're looking to do something like that, all you musicians out there, if you're looking to put your own cruise together, we know all the ins and outs. We have relationships with all the major cruise lines. We handle setting up a page for you so that your fan base can sign up. The same thing goes with groups. We do churches. We have a church group going out to out of New York in a couple of weeks up the Hudson to New York and New England. We also do fundraising cruises, which is a great way to raise money for your organization, whether it's a Parrot Head Club or it's a Elks Lodge, Knights of Columbus. So groups has really been our major focus over the years, and we have a lot of experience with groups. We've done a ton of destination weddings, and like I said, a ton of music cruises. As a matter of fact, we're looking right now to putting together a huge doo-wop cruise out of Miami at some point in the next, like 2025, early 26. Where we'll be bringing in some huge groups from all over the world that will be performing on that ship. So it takes a lot of work to do that. But if you're looking to do a regular vacation, individual vacation, and you're looking at a cruise and all-inclusive resort, then we're the person for you. If you're looking to do a cruise, whether it's for yourself or your organization or your music group, you need to give us a call. When you're doing groups, especially on cruises, a lot of planning goes into it for groups because you want to get there a day before. So we do the pre-cruise hotel night. Some people want to stay later, like when we did Italy and Greece last year. So we went into Rome a few days earlier, and then at the end, a few people stayed because they wanted to travel to Venice and see some other spots. So we handle all those arrangements also, and all the arrangements of getting you from the airport to the cruise port, etc. So anyway, I just wanted to make that clear because I've had some questions lately about what we specifically do. Of course, we're the host for the Tiki Man Escape to Paradise trip every year, but we do a lot of groups and a lot of individuals. And again, mostly cruises and all-inclusive resorts. If you want to go to Europe, yeah, we can do that too, but that's our specialty. Just wanted to come here and clear that up today. Hope you're having a really good week. And if you have not made your reservation yet for the Tiki Man 4th Annual Escape to Paradise, it's time to get those in. Rooms are starting to sell out. A few of you, I've sent you out your reservation forms. I'm still waiting for you to get back to me with your deposit. So if you could do that, that would be great. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll talk to you real soon.
Thanks, Joe. Always travel with someone you trust. JBL Legends Travel and Joe Leo. Reach out to him at 732-831-5200. The official travel company of Tiki Man Radio. Are you looking to grow your business and get your brand out there? Well, come be part of the Tiki Man Radio family. With over 10 years of branding experience, over 12,000 subscribers on YouTube, and a worldwide audience, Tiki Man Radio can take your business to the next level. Have you checked into local advertising? 15-second slots for thousands of dollars sandwiched in between the news and 25 other businesses? Internet radio takes your business around the world. Let me tell you what Tiki Man Radio is all about. We're all about branding. We're all about getting your name to the listener base that you're looking for. We have sponsorship packages for large and small businesses with several live shows every week, music festivals in Key West and on the road, and the capability to come to your business. Tiki Man Radio becomes your part. Reach out to us at tikimanradio@gmail.com for the sponsorship package that fits your need. Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana radio. Come over and be part of the family.
Well, I sure hate to brag, but me and my baby's got it made. We fly down to the water on the weekends, then we sail away. I ain't talking about no highfalutin ocean-going ship round here, shuffleboard just ain't hip. Guess up that Evan Root, son, I'm talking about a country cruise. We got our own little love, but we park in the yard. She's a 12-foot John, we got it Walmart. Rocking down the river, my favorite view's a farmer's daughter on the water in a paradisey dunes. Skinny dipping catfishing and a cold six-pack. Son, it don't get any better than that. You can have the Caribbean with me, I'll take a country cruise. Cruise on. Not far up the river is a favorite little port of call, where the native tongue is spoken with a little bit of southern drawl. We build a little fire, throw a blanket on the ground, and do the sandbar boogie when the sun goes down. Patch up your inner tube, son, I'm talking about a country cruise. We got our own little love, but we park in the yard. She's a 12-foot John, we got it Walmart. Rocking down the river, my favorite view's a farmer's daughter on the water in a paradisey dunes. Yeah, give me catfishing and a cold six-pack. Son, it don't get any better than that. You can have the Caribbean with me, I'll take a country cruise. While you're on the Caribbean, I'll be on a country cruise.
Hey everybody, Tiki Man here. Hope you're enjoying the show, hope you're enjoying the video. Do us a favor, hit the like button down there, make sure you subscribe, and you hit the little bell. That really does help us out tremendously and allows us to keep doing what we do here at Tiki Man Radio. Thanks for being a part of Tiki Man Radio. Back to the show.
Next time with someone else to spend less time crying, wait around.
Last week we had music about the Waffle House. This week it's the Olive Garden. That is new music from Christy Huff, which, of course, if you remember her, she did Dabba Dolly with Kirsty Krause.
Yes.
So, but that is her newest song, Olive Garden. And before that, we had Dave Wilbert with Country Cruise, which Dave is one of the artists that they've reached out, wanting to know if we want to interview for CMA Fest. And I believe he is going to be on our list of the people we're going to go after because, you know, I love the 90s kind of sound. He kind of has that early Garth Brooks kind of sound to him.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, country and cruising, that just has the tropical country written all over it. So,
Oh, yeah.
So I think he'll be on that list. We're going to try to get an interview with him. So
Hopefully we can get the schedules worked out.
yeah, hopefully we can.
Ed Kubiak, Callie wants me to tell you he said hello.
Well, hello.
So Country Music Social Media said he would love to do a CMSM cruise. I think that would be a great idea. All the fabulous artists that he's got over there.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. So if you need us to introduce you to Joe, let us know. But other than that, you can give him a call for sure, and he will set you up. He really is the best, and he's the nicest man.
He is. He is the award-winning travel agent. That's why he's the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio.
That's right.
You know, in the Travel Minute, he won the Magellan Award for the Travel Minute as well.
Yeah, yeah. And those travel minutes really, I've learned a lot from Mr. Leo.
Yeah, and of course, you know, that Travel Minute, you know, they was talking about for the fourth annual Escape to Paradise. That's been a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
You know, get your money in. Well, they're already there for 2 years past that. But I thought it was important to want to go back to kind of introduce people that have not maybe heard about, you know, they hear us talk about JBL Travel Group, but who is JBL Travel Group? What does JBL Travel Group do? And I figured that was good. Go back and grab that old video and put it back out there.
It was really cool. And even I had forgotten that he is able to set up those group cruises with musicians and church groups or parrot heads, whatever they wanted. So I think that's really, really cool. And one of these days, we're doing the Alaska cruise. One of these days.
We'll see. We will see.
You know what I did find out? I found out about a week too late. But the Margaritaville cruises, for Nurses Week, they were doing a all nurses sail free.
No.
Yep. I could have had a free cruise. And I didn't find out about it until like the last day.
Well, now you know they do it every year.
Yeah, if they do it every year, that would be cool. That would be really cool. I think the Tiki Man has already started drinking a little bit.
Oh, is that right?
Callie, Ed says hello back. I think maybe because he's posted the group picture for the 2024 Escape to Paradise in Costa Rica. They really are in Costa Rica.
Yeah, well, you know.
He just put the wrong year.
In his defense, that they started planning it in 2024.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, he said that he is, let me see. Oops, sorry, I gotta. All right, so it says Tiki Man Radio Escape to Paradise 2024 has made it to Costa Rica, thanks to JBL Travel Group.
2025.
So it is the 2025. They are at the Hotel Riu Palace, Costa Rica.
Nice.
So Uncle Alex posted a picture of the view out his window, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So we will be living vicariously through y'all, for sure.
Yeah. We love you, but we don't.
Love you, but not. No.
That's right. We're just jelly.
Very.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, I still have to get my real ID.
I know.
I can't even fly in the country right now.
Let alone fly out of it.
Right?
We both got to get it. We got to get.
You got your real ID.
I got my real ID, but I don't have a passport.
Yeah, me either.
So I had a passport.
I've never had one.
I had a passport when I was 16 years old, and then that was the only one I ever had, and it expired. So
you didn't have to have one in the military, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't know why that just hit me, but
Of course not.
well,
I was part of the government, so I didn't
Yeah.
have to have a passport.
you were
but-
government property.
That's right. But yeah, so we need to get another passport, and I got my real ID, but you got to get on the ball. As Danny said,
do.
you know, they've only been advertising this for 20 years now.
I know.
And he said that, and I'm like, what?
I didn't hear about it till COVID, like right
Yeah.
before COVID.
But Joe confirmed that it was in 2000 that they
Really?
first came out with the real ID.
Really?
It just was not enforced, and then it was delayed here and there, but yeah, it has been out. It's been a thing for quite a while.
Really?
Yeah. I thought he was smoking crack when he kept saying that on the Sunday show, but no, Joe actually confirmed that yes, it has. It's been a thing for over 20 years.
I really had no idea. Now, I remember back in the day, they started talking about something about your driver's license was going to be your passport. Like they were trying to put a chip in the driver's license or something that would serve as both your passport and your driver's license. But, and that was close to 20 years ago, but that never came to fruition.
He didn't believe me when I told him. I'm like, I says, this real ID thing, it wasn't a thing in Ohio.
No.
And he goes, oh, well, of course, I'm crazy. But I'm like, okay, let me put it to you this way. During the past 25 years, I had my driver's license renewed 3 times in Ohio and twice in Tennessee. And that's 5 times I've had my driver's license renewed, and not one time did anybody say,
No.
would you like to upgrade to the real ID?
No.
Not once. Or did they tell me I had to? Or
And
anything.
up there, we had to renew every 4 years, or
every 4.
every 4. And down here,
8.
Yeah, it was crazy when we moved down here. And as a matter of fact, I'm just now getting ready to do my first renewal ever down here.
And I don't know how that is because I've done my renewal.
Well, because I've lost my driver's license a couple times, and so they issued me new ones. But
Those replacements have.
just saying. Yeah, those replacements bumped it a few times.
Let me tell you what, Lou is the queen of losing everything. She loses.
But I can find everybody
She
else's
loses
stuff.
keys. She loses driver's license. She loses debit cards.
Yeah.
She loses everything.
But if you ask me,
And then she finds it after she gets them replaced.
yes, that's why now I
So-
just don't even get things replaced.
We had one set of car keys for 6 months because she couldn't find her car keys.
But then eventually I remembered
That
I
you left them in your daughter's car.
Yes. In her dash. In Ohio.
Yeah.
It wasn't 6 months. It was like a month.
No.
Yes.
No, it was longer than
No,
that.
because she didn't even have her car for 6 months. Maybe 6 weeks. But anyways, but he says that, and it's true. I'm not even going to lie. I lose everything. But if he loses something and he asks me where it's at, I can tell him exactly where it was left. And I'll say it's in the kitchen drawer on the left-hand side, clear in the very back, behind this and this and this.
And then that's where I normally get in trouble for my tone when I say it is not because I looked.
And then I go in there and I pick it up, and here it is.
And then she reminds me about my tone. She's
Right.
like, now who got a tone with who over what?
Uh-huh.
She makes me say I'm sorry, but when the tables are flipped, it is really hard to get her to say that I'm right. It like kills her. Takes every bit of strength in her body to admit when I am right.
Well, I usually don't have a chance.
Hold on.
Here we go. Oh, there we are.
I just did a little fade to black.
Oh, okay.
Not intentionally. That's what happens when you push buttons and you're not looking.
I guess so. But yeah, I try. I probably would, but it's too fast because then you go, all right, tell me who's right. Tell me I'm right. Go ahead. Tell me. And then I'm like, oh, Lord. All right, you're right. But yeah, it's just fun messing with you. Let me see. So Dustin Lynch is going to be having a party during CMA Fest.
Oh, yeah?
And it was just announced that Trisha Yearwood is going to be the, I can't remember what they call it, Artist of the Day.
Okay.
Last year it was Dolly.
Mm-hmm.
This year it's Trisha Yearwood, and then the next day they're going to be doing Rascal Flatts.
Yeah,
So,
okay. Yeah, I did see that.
yeah, so that's going to be pretty cool. And they have a ton of people this year performing in Fanfare X.
Yeah,
on the
I thought they
stage.
had a lot more than in previous years. And some bigger names than
Yeah.
because used to be before, it was your independents and some that you never even heard of, maybe one or two, of last year the couple that we knew of was just because we knew them from TikTok.
Yeah.
Now this year you look, there are some more well-known, more mainstream names performing at Fanfare.
There really are. And we're talking people like Priscilla Block, Parker McCullum, Drew Baldridge.
Yep.
Let me see. Emily Ann Roberts.
Yep. We got to meet her.
Yeah. And she's got a new song coming out, and it is fabulous.
I know.
Let me see. Alana Springsteen, Clay Walker, Jamie O'Neill, Mae Estes, The Warren Treaty, Chapel Hart.
Yeah.
And the one that's all letters that I can't pronounce the name. RVSH.
Rashad.
Okay, that. And Coffee Anderson. Well, Cafe.
Cafe.
Anderson.
He's one I'd really, really like to get an interview with.
Me too. I really like him. And one of our favorite folks ever, Mr. Billy Dean.
Yes, I heard of that.
Billy Dean, Pam Tillis, Shenandoah, and Mark Wills. And looks like he's going to be there on Sunday. So excited for that.
Nice.
Yeah. And a lot of these guys are also performing out on the big stages too. So I'm like you. I thought it was pretty cool that they're going to be having, and they're doing more than just that small stage this year. They're having an Opry Next stage. They're having Country Music Hall of Fame Presents. They're having, let me see, what was the other one? They're even doing a country for children.
Oh, really?
And it's going to have Morgan Evans, and this must be the new group, but Katarina from The Wiggles.
The Wiggles.
The Wiggles. Apparently there's a girl Wiggles now. So she is going to be there as well.
Well, how cool is that?
Yeah, and then they're going to do the Listening Room Presents, so I thought that was pretty neat too.
Yeah, and I always thought it was kind of weird that I just totally lost it.
Do you have an ADHD moment?
Oh, no, as far as kids that they've never had, because you see kids everywhere, which is amazing that people would want to spend that much money for their kids to attend some of these shows. But you do see a lot of kids
there really are
down there, and that they've never before really had anything for the kids.
Yeah.
So that's cool that they're actually planning now events for that too.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think I'm like you. I see when we're walking around down there, I see a lot of kids, and sometimes, I feel kind of sorry for them because even though they have their strollers and things like that, it gets really hot.
It does.
Downtown Nashville, especially during CMA Fest. So I always feel bad. So yeah, I'm like you. I'm glad to see that they're going to do something inside where it's cool and the kids can have a good time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nope, go ahead.
Squirrel. No, go ahead.
No, I had nothing. I was just I was just leaving that pause because it looked like you had something to say.
Well, sort of. So, one more thing about CMA Fest, we do have a really exciting announcement, at least for us. So, we have been able to get Matt Van Vossen booked for a gig downtown. Thank you to Mr. Mark Mulch. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun running around down there.
And Matt's also doing the listening room, I believe.
Yes, Matt's going to do the listening room thanks to Stripes.
Mm-hmm.
And so lots of cool stuff going on down there with Matt that week too. And I got approved for the entire week off.
Yay.
For the first time ever. So we won't be running back and forth. We're going to be doing the softball game, the Folds of Honor softball game. We're going to be going to that as well. So I'm excited to watch that and not have to come back for work the next morning.
Yes, that was the rough one. Go over there for the game, turn around, and come all the way back. That now we can go over there, be there, and just stay.
Yeah, I'm excited.
How about that?
I'm excited.
And of course, we got to thank Papa Joe, who of course is going to put us up.
Papa Joe and Kathy
going to put us up during the week of CMA Fest.
Yeah, and we appreciate that. He lives, about 20 minutes from downtown? Not even 15.
Yeah, about 20.
Kind of a straight shot.
About 20.
Yeah. So we love that. Thank you so much. And it's such a great place to come back to at night. Not that I'm going to be coming back early, but it's such a great place to come back to at night whenever you're tired. So thank you for that, Papa Joe and Kathy. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And one last piece of news, not CMA Fest related. So, wanted to let you know, for all of you baseball fans out there, some exciting news has come down the pike, and I think it's drawing some kind of mixed reactions depending on
now I know where you're
side
going
of things. Yeah. So
history.
Yeah.
It is history.
It is history. History in the making, for sure.
Wait, stop.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay.
Okay. Before you get that, I just caught. I literally just caught this from Callie McCool.
Uh-huh.
Callie said, I drove through Chattanooga in winter en route to West Lafayette, Ohio.
Stop it. Really?
Callie, for your information, West Lafayette, Ohio is where I was a police officer for 22 years.
Yeah.
I lived in West Lafayette, and that's where I was a cop. So you said, what? I just saw that. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Because not many people even know West Lafayette exists, let alone know where it's at. So
I believe he
caught me off guard there.
I believe it was Callie's wife that is from Coshocton, right? Or
from the area. I can't remember exactly where, but I think I forgot about that. But I just saw the West Lafayette, Ohio up there, and of course still have a daughter who lives there. Actually, I got two daughters now that live in West Lafayette. One just moved there. So yeah, how cool is that? So I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just saw that.
How fun. Well, now you know the route that we drive about 4 or 5 times a year.
Yep.
2009. What were we doing in 2009? Oh, I don't even want to think about 2009. I just realized what it was. All right. So back to baseball.
Well, 2009 I'd have still been there.
Yes, you were.
Yeah.
I was not. So Mr. Pete Rose has officially been reinstated for eligibility
to the Baseball
Hall of Fame. So he still has to get voted in, but he's officially
back in baseball.
Back in baseball. So, and not only this, and the other one who was reinstated was what is his name? Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Of course, Shoeless Joe Jackson. If you've ever watched Field of Dreams, you've heard the story of Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Oh, yeah. That did not click for me. Well, that's cool. Well, yeah, he has also been taken off of the permanently ineligible list.
Well, how about that? So how about a big applause for them?
Yeah.
Even though they're dead and gone now. But for their families, their legacy, legacies are now eligible to be able to live on.
Well, and with all of the things that you see athletes get away with today, it's really hard to believe that they had a lifetime ban.
Yeah.
For the things that they did.
Well, I tell you what, back in the day, the commissioner did not like Pete Rose.
No. But I remember being young and hearing about that happening.
But it amazes me through all these years how many commissioners and stuff that they've had that this hasn't happened sooner.
Right.
But, and honestly, though, if it depends upon if they want to honor Pete Rose's wishes, because he said, do not put me in after I die.
Yeah.
Because he says that it makes no difference then, because you've already ruined to me you've already ruined my legacy.
Yeah.
So.
Which is debatable. Did they ruin it? Did he ruin it?
Right.
But
right. But I know he did.
There are a lot worse things.
But I know he said that he did not want to go in after he died. So
I know.
We'll just have to see. But it is what it is.
Well, I guess the ruling removed a total of 16 deceased players and one deceased owner from the MLB's banned list. I didn't realize there was that many there.
Well, that team that Shoeless Joe Jackson was on, they're the ones that got busted for throwing the World Series.
Yeah, they said the group included Jackson's teammates, ace pitcher Eddie Chicote.
Okay. I don't know.
I don't know how to pronounce it. And third baseman George Buck Weaver, the so-called Black Sox scandal. That's the one you're talking about.
Yep.
So they are also reinstated now.
And I learned all about that from watching Field of Dreams. So
that really was a good movie.
Yeah, and of course the Mandela effect of it is not if you build it, he will come.
Yeah.
So.
And didn't they film part of that movie here? Is that the one?
No.
Which baseball movie was filmed here? Down in Chattanooga.
Part of 42.
42. I don't know that I've seen that one.
So part of the movie 42 was filmed here at the old stadium that still exists today. Down there, of course, and Hippie Chick's dad was a part of the Knothole gang down there. That's
right.
The kids that always watched the games through the knothole in the fence.
Yep.
So that's I remember her telling the story about that. So
that's really cool.
And I believe that the 42, I believe it was the story of Jackie Robinson.
Okay.
So. Yeah.
That's really cool. Callie said his grandpa was the only mechanic in the town, little house across from a small church. He remembers a small graveyard in the middle of cornfields. Emsley. Oh, wait a minute. I'm confused. From West Lafayette?
If you're talking, I would say there is still a graveyard in the middle of the cornfield.
Yes, there is. Actually, right on the edge of town.
It is still there, and let me tell you what, I got some stories about driving through that cemetery late at night.
It was haunted. Just saying. Emsley's World War II hero related to the Gibson family.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
And I know some Emsleys, so
yeah, they're pretty popular.
How cool! It's small world is that Callie's out there in California, and we're talking about our hometown.
Yep.
So just craziness it is.
I know. And who was it? You talked to somebody just the other day. Was it one of your work wives, or was it somebody else? You were talking to them, and they mentioned Newcomerstown by name. And we were amazed.
Oh yeah, it was actually a parent.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So that says I know exactly where you're from. So
yeah, so weird.
Small. When you come from a town of about 2,400 people, you don't think too many people will ever hear of it, and then here you go and you find out all kinds of people know about your little town. And
it's nice that they know it for things. There used to be a running joke that where we came from, there was a lot of people that got in trouble from there, like did big bad things. And so we were always like, can we please be known for something that's not criminal? Yeah. So it's nice whenever we get to talk to somebody who doesn't know the name from the news.
Yeah, kind of nice.
Yeah.
Well, hey, how about let's just talk about trips. Let's take a little trip down to a sandbar.
I would love
With Charlie Reynolds and Haley Ray Camel.
Instead of drinking with company, I know just the remedy for the White Claw withdrawal and me. If I could be anywhere, anytime, I'd be somewhere in the sun, somewhere killing time, where the only checkbox is drop a line. If you want a drink, take one of mine. I got everything you need in good supply. Find me where the waves are. You can find me at the sand bar. They say that what happens on the water, yeah, it stays there. So baby, you can let a little loose like nobody cares. That salty summer ocean air don't make you wanna just let down your hair. Don't forget to bring a lawn chair. Hey! Somewhere in the sun, somewhere killing time, where the only checkbox says drop a line. If you want a drink, take one of mine. I got everything you need in good supply. So if you wanna find me, you can find me where the waves are. You can find me at the sand bar. You can find me at the sand bar. We can help you fit right in. Somewhere in the sun, somewhere killing time, where the only checkbox says drop a line. If you want a drink, take one of mine. I got everything you need in good supply. So if you want to find me, you can find me where the waves are. Yeah. So if you want to find me, you can find me way out far. Yeah. You can find me at the sand bar. Yeah, you can find me at the sand bar.
This is Alex, that little Buddha. On Wednesday nights from 7 to 9, me and Old Silver like to ride into the sunset, listening to B-Dawg and Lou on Tropical Country, only on Tiki Man Radio.
All aboard!
Hello, everyone. This is Ed the Train Man from Get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man. Join me and the Peace Train conductors every Monday, 5 to 7 p.m. Central Railroad Time, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Railroad Time. And we'll come to you live from the Paradise Way Tiki Bar Studios in Crown Point, Indiana. That's the Lakes of Four Seasons. And our show is about hippies, trains, trop rock, and, of course, our local music scene here in Northwest Indiana. My show is brought to you by JM Real Estate, the commercial real estate of the Florida Space Coast, and Better Call Becky, Better Homes and Gardens right here in Northwest Indiana. So get on the Peace Train, go all aboard on Tiki Man Radio.
Mr. Engineer, can you take me far away from all the dives in Virginia that I can walk in? You had to be in this one tonight. Sipping on a Busch Light, girl, you're looking just like my kind of kryptonite. I know I probably shouldn't, a smarter man would, but that smarter man just ain't me. I don't know who you are, but you already broke my heart, and I ain't even bought you a drink. Girl, I could tell by that whine, this one's gonna hurt, hurt, hurt in the morning. About seeing double just from looking in your into me eyes. Oh, heaven couldn't help me, baby. Something tells me sleep ain't on the menu tonight. Oh, it might be 2:30, but it's still too early to call, and so I'll call us a cab right away into the sunrise. 'Cause tomorrow, goodbye, hell, it might be my last. Girl, between you and a drag, this one's gonna hurt, hurt, hurt in the morning. About to have a hell of a hangover coming. You, or the whiskey. Wondering what you would, and y'all gonna kill me. Give me more of both, and I guess we'll see. I got a real good feeling you're gonna be bad for me. Hurt in the morning. You or the whiskey. This one's gonna hurt in the morning. About to have a hell of a hangover coming. You or the whiskey. Wondering what you want, and y'all gonna kill me. Give me more of both, and I guess we'll see. I got a real good feeling you're gonna be bad. A real good feeling you're gonna be bad for me. Get bad.
That's the unplugged version. Randall King, Good Feeling. Of course, before that, we had Charlie Reynolds and Haley Mae Campbell. And, of course, Charlie is also on our list of that we got sent to us of potential interviews that we may get to do. And we've played several of her songs here on the show, and because she likes a lot of coastal stuff, too. You know, she's the one who came out with Sun and the BS I Need and all that good stuff, and Top Off, and there's a list of all the summer and coastal songs that she's come out with. So she is on our list of artists that we're going to try to reach out to and see if we can lock down an interview with her as well.
That's right. Well, we got a new email that our daughters are a little bit jealous of, namely Allison.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so we got an email asking if we wanted to interview, let me find it. I had it pulled up and I lost it. Give me 2 seconds. Smart.
It's been a minute.
I know. Okay, here we go. So asking us if we wanted to interview James Maslow of Big Time Rush.
Oh, really?
Yes. And Allison said, ask if I could come. So
that's not exactly country.
Nope, it's not. But
how did he get in there?
I don't know. Said he has recently made Nashville his primary home and will be participating in several official CMA events.
Is he coming over to the countryside?
He might be coming over to the countryside, and let me just tell you, James has grown up.
Big Time Rush.
Do you remember them? Was Taylor into them?
No, but I remember Allison being into Big Time Rush.
Yep.
And I remember their TV show. They had a TV show, right? So
yep.
I do remember that.
And he has grown up. So
as a lot of them have. And of course, we also had communications where we maybe get to reconnect and hang out with Jet Juergensmeyer while we're in Nashville as well.
Yes.
So looking forward to that because he's put out some new music since he was here last. You know, talking about growing up. He's also another one of those that has definitely grown up and maturing and becoming one hell of a songwriter.
Oh, for real.
Mm-hmm.
And then also just got an email right before we went on the air about Jackie Rohr from The Voice season 24. She was a finalist. She is a powerhouse country rocker. So we will be seeing her at some point. I'm not sure if
we'll be looking into it. And like I said, we're not, here's the thing. There's going to be more people that are available for interviews than we have time to or can physically do.
But this
because
one,
if not, or we will miss all the live performances.
Like we did last year?
Yeah. So, because, we got to go, while we're there, we have to do is go reconnect with a lot of our friends that we've made along the way.
Exactly.
Our good buddies, the Boomtown Saints. They're performing. We need to make sure that we go and support our friends.
Absolutely.
That we've made there as well. So
absolutely.
We'll do what we can do.
Jackie actually is gearing up to release a brand new single called Boots in the Sand.
Well, how about that?
I know, right? And so that's the one that got my attention right there.
I bet it did.
Yep. So, and she's opened up for folks like Reba, Martina McBride, Kelsey Ballerini, Cody Johnson.
Yeah.
So, I mean, tons of Jelly Roll. So tons of cool folks in her lineup as well. So we may have to check her out.
We'll do the best we can do.
Yep. Just saying. If we can't interview her, we're definitely going to be looking at that single.
I wish we could do it all. I
know.
I really do.
If we were those big corporate stations, that they have people stationed at every stage.
I know. In initially, that was our goal was to get 4 passes. That's what we asked for.
Yep.
So that while we were doing interviews, that we had another crew who could go and hit these live performances and get video footage and everything and photos and stuff to share and maybe mix and match and have them help with the interview. That was our goal. Was we wanted to be able to expand to a 4-man crew to be able to divide and conquer. And unfortunately, they have a limited amount of press, and there were some that we put in for, and then we were denied. So you just can't get it. You can't get everything, and we're fortunate to be able to say, for the 3rd year in a row, that we are permitted to go do media coverage for CMA Fest. So
that's right.
So
we'll be repping some Tiki Man Radio.
We are thankful for what we do get to do.
That's right.
So, and hopefully the new Tiki Man Radio shirts and stuff will be out by then, too.
I hope so.
So, because the ones we got
we need to talk to the Tiki Man.
The ones we got are starting to look a little warm.
Rough, yeah.
So.
So before we go tonight, I do want to wish a happy birthday to a couple folks.
Oh, who we got?
So Teresa Garner, happy birthday to you.
Oh, hello.
Also, Missy Rumminger Mitchell, hello to you as well. Melissa, I guess now it is. And Mr. Bobby Tomberlin.
Oh, singer-songwriter.
And actually, he helped write the Boots in the Sand song that we were just talking about. He was a co-writer on that. So, and he's written tons of hit songs. Also, a big happy birthday to Miss Andrea Gartrell. And congratulations to her and Tommy, and their daughter just graduated from law school. So excited for her as well. Tomorrow, happy birthday to Paradise North.
Oh.
Birthday is tomorrow, so we're excited for that as well. Happy birthday to you.
And I had a conversation with a King David, and he is retiring.
Wow.
And they're going to be taking a road trip, and there may be a possibility that they may come and sit live in studio.
Oh, I hope so.
For a Wednesday night show because he said the way his schedule's working out, they may be traveling through here on a Wednesday night.
That would be
fabulous. It's kind of a hit and run kind of a deal, but we talked, and he may be able to work out the schedule where they'll be here, and we'll be able to get to meet him in person.
Oh, I hope
and be here for the show. So
that's really cool.
I thought that was really cool. And of course, they're on their way over to the ambassadors as well. So
awesome.
we will definitely get to see them there. So we'll see how that works out. But before we go tonight, I made a promise.
Okay.
Hold on, let me get over there. I talk about veterans,
yes,
and I support a lot of veterans functions and different groups.
Yes,
and for those of you that don't realize, we have an epidemic here in the United States of veterans, and veteran homelessness and also veteran suicides.
Yes.
Here in the United States, we lose 22 a day.
Yes.
Is what we lose. And I have a friend who actually is the dad of a couple of my students who actually operates a veteran organization here out of Chattanooga that tries to look after veterans with PTSD and kind of be a support network.
How cool.
Well, he was having a rough day today because, again, we lost one, and it was one very close that he was working with. So
okay.
So, but with that, and I don't mean to be a downer, but I believe
it's an important thing.
It's an important issue.
Absolutely.
And I say it on the show for this reason. There's an artist by the name of Will Theory. And Will Theory, he is a former, he's a combat veteran who also suffered from PTSD, who also almost did that to himself. But because of people who stood by him and helped him, he was able to come out on the other side and be stronger.
Okay.
Well, he's a singer-songwriter now, and he released a song called I'm Living Proof, and he came out and on TikTok the other day and said that the song is all about his story, but it's the story of so many.
Yes.
And that all the proceeds from the sale of this song is going to go out to support veterans charities such as homeless vets and also like the FOP and different veterans charities that try to help veterans out who are down on their luck or whatever. So
that's cool.
So when I got it, I said I'm going to spend the hell out of it. So so if you would go out and check out, it's Will. And Theory is spelled Thiery. The name of the song is I'm Living Proof. And you can get it on Amazon, but, the purchase of this song would help out a lot of people because a little bit goes a long, long way. So
sure.
Here's I'm Living Proof.
Behind the drawer from the night I couldn't take no more. Thought leaving would be cleaner than the fire, but I woke up gasping in the middle of the night. Stared at the ceiling, hands ice cold, praying for strength I didn't fold. I stayed still, too numb to run, still breathing when the dark was done. I'm living proof, pain couldn't break me. Walked through fire and came out blazing. I was one breath from goodbye town. Now I'm boots down, soul turned around. The storm came hard, but I came through. You're looking at the scars. I'm living proof. I've sat on beds with pills in hand, counted reasons just to stand. Heard a voice say you ain't done, and I dropped that bottle, faced the sun. Call it mercy, call it grace, call it the mirror I had to face. I ain't perfect, far from clean, but I'm still here, you know what that means. I'm living proof, pain couldn't break me. Walked through fire and came out blazing. I was one breath from goodbye town, now I'm boots down, soul turned around. The storm came hard, but I came through. You're looking at the scars. I'm living proof. I'm living proof. I've been the secret no one knew, the silent scream, the faded blue. But I dug deep and lit that flame, and I ain't ever going back again. I'm living proof you can lose your way and still get up the very next day. I was the ghost inside that room, now I'm the anthem, not the tune. So if you're broken, here's your truth, you're not alone. I'm living proof.
of the song is I'm Living Proof. The artist is Will Theory, spelled Thierry. If you're so inclined, go out and purchase the song because the money, 100% of the proceeds, is going for veterans charity. So, again, for me, it's a one that hits home very, very hard. So,
and not for the same reasons, but for me as well. So,
that's right. So,
go out and purchase that. Our veterans deserve it. And they deserve a lot more help than they're getting. So,
absolutely. So I saw Callie McCool out there who was mentioning about food and apple butter, which of course, down in our county we're known for the big old apple butter stir. So homemade apple butter
festival.
So we're fortunate that we have a daughter who makes it by scratch as well. So
yeah,
and she does a pretty good job of it.
She really does. And you told her that she's about due to make another batch because you're about out.
I'm just about out. I'm just about out. So, well, do you have anything else that we need to wrap up on a more positive and more upbeat note? I apologize for bringing down, right there toward the end. I figured I'd do it right at the end. But
don't ever apologize for that because I think, I'm all about good times and getting away and escaping, but there is something really powerful about music, and sometimes things just need to be said and things need to be felt. And so, don't apologize. That was a fantastic cause, and hopefully folks will go out and buy the song so that they can get that those donations going for the vets.
Absolutely. Well, as always, let me pop myself up there. So we'll be on the screen all at the same time. How about that? How about that? Hey,
wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm right there.
See you where?
I'm up in the corner. You can't put your glasses on.
Oh, you're up there. Oh yeah, I do need my glasses. Sorry.
Put your glasses on.
I need to get some new ones before CMA Fest. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you'd be like, who's that? Who's that?
Because I need the sunglasses so I can see in the sun. Yeah.
I got you. Well, fortunately for me, I got prescription sunglasses now, so I can see everything just fine. So
no, I need to do.
But it sucks because when you go inside,
right,
it's dark.
Well, you just have to carry your spare.
Yep, that's true. But hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I hope all our crowd down in Paradise is having a great time. We think about you. We'll be looking forward to all the pictures. Everybody, Callie McCool and Country Music Social Media and everybody else out here in the chat. We appreciate you chiming in tonight, helping us get through this 2 hours, and of course everybody out there in Radio Land as well. We appreciate everybody who tunes in to spend their Wednesday evenings with us, and even though we go off the rails, we appreciate y'all keep coming back.
That's right.
And thank you to our sponsors, JBL Travel Group. When you're planning your next getaway, make sure you contact JBL Travel Group at 732-831-5200. And also Goaltending Services and Outfitters down in Key West, Florida. They are been one of our OG sponsors right from the very beginning, and a sponsor of our live cam here on Wednesday nights. Now, when you're down in Key West and there's everything, you've done everything there is to do on Duval Street, get out on the water and experience everything that is out there, all the sandbars, and just relax and actually take Key West in from afar.
That's right.
Out there on the water, and give them a call at 305-916-0990. And for that, it is all for us for tonight. We'll be back here hopefully next week, God willing, and the flood, as they say, God willing, and if the creek don't rise, we'll be back here. And for as much rain as we had, that could probably happen. So
right,
because if we hadn't remember, we got a pond front patio, so we're not that far from the water. So hopefully the rain will let up. But
that's right.
But other than that, that's our time for this week. We'll be back here next week. Everybody have a great week. Be kind to one another. And find something to be happy about, too.
That's right.
See you guys.
Bye, everybody.
I know it's been a lot of fun, but the set list is all done. The night was very long.
roll.